Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Yu Yu Hakusho openings 1 to 3. Okay, I'm actually pretty excited for this one because if you'd happen to know, the creator, the manga of this anime is Togashi the GOAT, and he's also written this niche anime called Hunter x Hunter. If you have heard of it, yeah, it's one of the most legendary, if not the most legendary anime that I have watched. And Hunter x Hunter, it's my absolute personal favorite of all time, number one. So naturally I was inclined to be interested in Yu Yu Hakusho, but unfortunately I've never got the time to watch it because I think it's a pretty lengthy show, but at least I can watch the openings and maybe rekindle that interest. Yeah, so what do I know about the show? Again, it's by Togashi, and it was his first manga, right, before he went on to write Hunter x Hunter. And I believe that he wasn't satisfied with the ending of this manga. I think he was forced to rush the ending, and so the quality kind of degraded. That's what I know, but I'm pretty sure his brilliance in his writing is somewhere there in this show, because this is a well-respected show, just like Hunter x Hunter. Not on the same level, but definitely has an edge over most shows. Apart from that, I don't know much about the characters or the plot, anything of that sort, so it's completely new to me, and I'm pretty excited to see what the opening contains and what I might glean from it. And I'll talk about what the show might be, what I like about the opening, and I'll kind of analyze and talk about what this show's plot is based on my reasoning. So it'll be a lot of fun. Let's get into it. Oh, that was a pretty good intro. I'll talk about that. Yeah, it has classic beat to it. Yeah, definitely 90s show. And I didn't even realize it has magic in the show with the broom. Yeah, this is a classic too. So we have a cast fighting monsters. This feels so similar to Hunter x Hunter. Now that I know that it's the same author. I wonder what the power system in this one is, because I mean, the Nen power system is legendary, right? It's one of the best out there. So I wonder what kind of power system this show had. The song is pretty. It feels like it's one of those timeless songs, and the visuals, of course, very 90s. That's a charm with watching old shows. You just don't get that with the modern shows. This gets into the main character and his team of 3. Same as Hunter x Hunter. I might be drawing a lot of parallels to Hunter x Hunter. Okay, alright. So, this is definitely a classic 90s opening. The song just screams the 90s. I like it. But the visuals are even more interesting. I really like how this opening, a few seconds, no music, just these clouds just whizzing past, and then you see the distant shot of someone riding a broom, and that feels like an iconic shot, honestly. Like I was extremely wowed by this first few seconds. Like it just screams this, this magic and wonder in a way that I haven't seen in modern shows. Like it doesn't speak much, but like it feels pretty iconic, dude. I really like this. I can look at this loop on and on, and then it cuts back to this. I don't know if it's a Dutch angle or what, but then you have these 3 layers, and then it shows the title card, and she whizzes past it, or 80s, I'm not sure. And yeah, like I said, I'll be drawing a lot of parallels to Hunter x Hunter, and immediately I sense that with these characters. So there are these 2 high school kids or something. They get stopped by this monster, and then you have your, basically, left to right, Kurapika, Killua, Gon, and Leorio. I mean, just look at them. Long hair, it's probably a dude, Kurapika. Then you have Killua meets Phaeton from Phantom Troop, a hybrid of that. And you have the main character who just has that innocent look, just like Gon, innocent and curiosity. They're not kids, like they're not 11, 12, they're probably 15, 16 years, but there's some strong resemblance between the cast members. And then of course you have kind of like a comic relief character. Not really, I wouldn't consider Leorio a comic relief character. if you have read the Dark Continent arc. But then you have a similar character here. So it's pretty interesting how much Togashi, and this is just surface level reading, but the resemblance is definitely there, and that's what I wanted to check out with these openings. Like, just how much, like I want to see his other show, like how much it is similar to Hunter x Hunter. And then you have their powers, so like a missile or a pistol, laser shooting, something. I'm not sure if that is his only power. Yeah, I wonder how fast and loose the power system in this is. I don't think power system in this is very well defined, because unlike Nen, which is hard magic, this seems to be more like wondrous soft magic with fantasy elements. She was riding a broom, so I don't think that really speaks to hard magic, but more like like Harry Potter soft magic, Lord of the Rings, stuff like that. I like how it tries to show Flash with these like, I don't know what to call them, flashcards. And then this guy has something similar to a lightsaber. And one more thing I wanted to check, I want to confirm, if I am correct, Togashi took a lot of inspiration from the shows that were airing at that time, right? If I'm not mistaken, I might be wrong. And I think he was a fan of Star Wars also, either him or someone else. And this looks like a lightsaber. And then you have this floating character. I don't know who he is. Maybe a mascot character, something like what that fairy is from Berserk, or I recently saw Fairy Tail, which has a mascot character, something similar to that. So these seems to be the main cast. I like how their eyes are so earnest. It's one of the themes in old classic shows. And then you have this guy with basically Kurapika. He has a rose, which the branch of thorns turns into this huge whiplash. And this seems to be the sensei. And I see how they show the intensity of action scenes with, you have your action lines, but this flashing imagery to show something spectacular. And then you have a montage of all the monsters and creatures, again similar to the opening shot in the first arc of Hunter x Hunter, where they show the monsters. That intro. And then this scene also, you have to get up no matter what odds. It's like how Gon gets up against Hisoka in the first version of the opening. I might just be drawing parallels with the non-exist, and this feels like a tournament arc. Look at the tiles. Again, like the tournament arc in Hunter x Hunter. What's that arc called? God damn it. You have the Hunter x Hunter arc, the one with the buildings after Killua's family arc. Yeah, these four seem to be the main cast members. And then you also have, I like the shot where and then you see the silhouette comes down, and then he points towards the camera, and then you see the main cast, all the members. So you have the four members, you have the two lady friends from school or something, then you have another girl, I haven't seen her, and then you have the sensei, and then you have this floating guy, I have no idea who he is. Yeah, I expected a lot of parallels with Hunter x Hunter. I like the song, and pretty good opening overall. I think I'll move on to opening 2 now. Alright, opening 2, let's go. Again with the silence at the beginning. And those few silence bits really make it a nice down shot.
Yu Yuu Hakusho.
The way the title is very wacky. It's aligned. I didn't even talk about the first 3 aspect ratio. Something about these old school openings, dude. It's so unique. The song's better than the first one. There's pretty good animation there. Tracking shot. Hey, that guy is a boy. I'm glad it's not spoiling it for me when I'm going to watch the show in future. Whoa. Ah, dude, this looks good. Hey, that guy looks like Krollo. I'm also glad that it doesn't follow one opening song like Hunter x Hunter. Again with the same way of ending it. Alright, opening 2. Just as good as opening 1, if not better. The music was definitely better, and the visuals also gave me a lot more info on what the style of the show. So again with the same few seconds of silence as the folio plays with the clouds and him falling through it. I did like because not a lot of shows do that. Where you have brief moments of silence in the opening to build it up, rather than just barraging with you with sounds and visuals right at the get go. So I really like how this show has done its openings. It's almost like a dragon falling through the clouds. Again, I know a lot of parallels with Hunter x Hunter, but it reminds me of Zeno's dragon during the Chimera Ant arc, and it's him falling, and then you have this very detailed shot of what I'm assuming is Tokyo City or a fictional city. If the guy likes to make fictional cities like fictional worlds, right? He did that in Hunter x Hunter, so it's a fictional city, but it's clearly inspired by Tokyo, I'm guessing. And you have this very clear. They used to do it traditionally, right? The drawings. So you have these 3 layers which they are moving. So the foreground, midground, and background. They are 3 different layers, and this sliding. It's pretty apparent. Like these are 3 pieces of paper that are sliding. But it's very very well detailed. And then you have the 4 symbols, and then you have the 4 symbols representing the 4 characters. Like that little bit of detail. Like these 4 characters make the show. And I don't know what that is in the background. It almost looks like a Death Star for some reason, and he's still falling. That's pretty funny. And you have the panning shots of the characters. I absolutely like. One more thing. The way his body recoils after firing, that's really nice, because it feels like it has a lot more impact. Like when he rebounds, it's like a real gun. This is a very good montage shot of how to show the characters and make it look very interesting. There are 2 kinds of transitions happening, not transitions, like motion happening. You have your I don't know what this is called, a clear swipe, and you also have the camera shaking and the lighting on these characters. All these 3 components really make this stand out. Yeah, I really like this, how they shown the 4 characters. A lot of openings these days don't have that same level of creativity. And this shot, wow, this reminded me of not Tokyo Ghoul, Soul Eater's opening 1 with the famous tracking shot. This is also quite similar, and this was in the 90s. It's even more impressive. Very smooth animation on ones. And she gets repelled. And you have the master, and yeah, this guy. His name is Junior. This is a kid, and not that old midget flying. Okay, I don't know what the deal with that is. Oh, this shot. This is a pretty ominous shot. Dark sky, and the monsters are floating, almost like insects. Hive of insects. This reminds me of Berserk's scene in the eclipse shot with the monsters. I don't know why. Pretty haunting imagery. They're floating on the city. And then we meet Krollo. Yeah, this guy's Krollo, clearly. He's a villain. And then the Leorio character, I'm sorry, I don't know their names. The Leorio character is more useful than Leorio, so sorry Leorio, but yeah. So all 4 of them fight equally, I'm guessing. And Killua has opened his 3rd eye. Yeah, so their power-ups are basically, and again with the flashing imagery to show intensity of action. See? So this guy has something to do with his third eye, some power up that the Kurapika character has, that whiplash of thorns. He has the gun, laser, whatever that is, and then this guy has the lightsaber. It seemed to be a very close knit group throughout, unlike Hunter x Hunter, where the focus shifts on the characters separate, like they have their own separate paths. Yorkney with Kurapika, and then Chimera Ant and Greed Island with our two main characters. So they seem to be more as a group together. That's pretty nice. And then Krollo seems to be the main villain here, and he kicks the ball just like in the dodgeball game, and they deflect it, and then he fires the gun, and then again the similar shot at the end. And we have three more characters in the fold, and the guy with the junior mark again turns into, I don't know what the deal with that guy is. Well, that's pretty good opening. This is on par with opening 1. I'm pretty excited to see what opening 3 has. Let's go. Huh? Wait, what? The same opening? Oh no, is this just like the Hunter x Hunter cop out? Let's see. This might be the same opening. Have I been baited? I mean, I must enjoy the opening. And how they poses, the different poses for each of the characters. Love the shot, dude, again. What's different about this opening? This is the exact same copy. No, nothing's different. I don't think so. Oh. Okay, different villains. Okay, we have something to talk about. Whoa. Okay, it is the same thing with Hunter x Hunter. Slightly changed the visuals, same song. This has grown me on more than the first opening. Okay, I think I'll just wing it because it seems to be the same song. So I'll just talk about from where it's different. It becomes different in the last 1/3 of the song. Where are you? Yeah, a mummy character. Huh. Okay, so it's showing similar to what happened with opening 2, version 1 and 2 of Hunter x Hunter. It started showing the Phantom Troops in one of the versions. So I think a similar thing is happening here. Pretty interesting character designs for the villains. Nothing less expected from Togashi. And what is this? Sand castle, a rock castle. You have a lot of other supporting characters, I'm guessing. Pretty colorful. What Togashi is really good with is his characters are so good. I mean, look at Bisky, Hisoka. Some of the most standout characters. And Nov, Morel. Not to even talk about the villain characters, the antagonists, so to speak. Yeah, a lot of unique looking characters. He just drew a rainbow. Most of it seems to be the same. And then you have 2 silhouettes in flames. And then a third larger flame. And then again the same shot. It's pretty much the same. I mean, not much to talk about it. So I think I'll just summarize. Opening 2 was slightly better than opening 1. And opening version 2 called opening 3, I think is a clickbait. I think I'll just name it opening 1 and 2. So yeah, a lot of parallels with Hunter x Hunter. I was pretty excited to see that, and I think this show is also going to be pretty good. It's by the same creator again, so I definitely want to check this out in the future. I think that's it for this video. I've talked a lot about what the show is, and it seems to be pretty similar to Greed Island arc meets I'm not sure. I think this is more similar to Greed Island arc because of the monsters and exploration and adventure aspect from what I'm seeing from this opening. And yeah, The openings were good in a way that it didn't really show much of the plot. I mean, I didn't get spoiled, so not much to talk about that. Not really sure what the show is again, but seems to be high school setting, and it seems to be mostly centered in the city, but there are definitely exotic lands. Man, I really want to watch the show one day. Okay, so I think that'll be it for this video. If you want to see more opening ending reactions, you can do that on my channel page. There'll be a playlist here right now, and I guess I'll see you in those videos.